What's up, beautiful? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, welcome. Today we are going to do a makeup look for a mom, or just a makeup look for on the go. I am a mom of 3 beautiful children and we live in Japan. My husband is in the military, so I am a military wife. So I have my hands full, okay? But I still like to pull myself together, you know. So today I'm going to do pretty much my go-to look, what I usually do on a daily, to pull myself together so that I can look cute when we go out to Tokyo and do family things, or if I want to go to an event. These are some of the things that I use. We're going to talk about some Japanese products that I use as well. So if you're interested in seeing this look, just keep watching. Okay, beautiful, let's jump right into this look. First thing I'm going to use is this Japanese brand moisturizer that I have been loving. It's the vitamin C moisturizer. I really love this moisturizer so far. It's very hydrating, so we're going to jump right into that. It comes in 2 different, like this is like a protector for the sun, and this is the lotion. We're going to go ahead and use that. I have been really loving this. It comes out like this. And you only need a few drops. I've been really loving this moisturizer. You can use it day or you can use it at night. I just kind of put it on with my hands, just like this. It doesn't take a lot for this moisturizer. As you can see, it's kind of a liquid moisturizer. I put a little bit on my neck as well. But I like it because it's very hydrating and you can tell it gets all the way in there. But anyways, I did want to take this time also to talk about a little bit about my life in Japan and what life is like for me as a stay-at-home mom in Japan, as a military wife. I had posed a question on Instagram. Actually, I had posted a question on Facebook a while back about if people had any questions about, you know, me as a stay-at-home mom and my life in the my life as a military wife. And I got a couple of questions, but this was a while back. But I can go ahead and address those questions now while we do this look, because this is a great opportunity for not only for you to get to know me, but for you to, if you have any questions as a mom, as a military wife, you know, you can get some of those questions answered. If you want to travel abroad, you can get some of those questions answered as well. Okay, so once we have that little sealer on, I just kind of like let it dry. And I have to make sure that I am using one of these little handy dandy razors to clean up my eyebrows, because I mean, let's face it, we need some touching up. Okay, so before I do my makeup, I always want to make sure that my eyebrows are clean, but I don't want to take too much off. So I just kind of lift my brow and kind of see where my arch is already formed. My brows are not in the best shape right now. I typically do my own brows. I like it like that. I don't really like other people doing my brows. So I typically do my own brows. And sometimes, as you can see, I'll go down. This thing is, let's get a new one. That ain't doing nothing. Okay. So yeah, we just kind of clean the brows up a little bit. You can use, I think they sell these in the States. You know, everybody know about these. You can get these anywhere. You can get them on Amazon. At this point, they're all over. But I'm just taking like the bottom off. Just shave my little mustache off as well. Get a clean face. A lot of people shave their face, like their entire face. I don't. Like some girls shave like all that, but I don't do all that. Okay, I think that's good enough for now. The next thing that I typically do is go right into my foundation concealer. I use a color correct here on my chin, but I don't have to do that right now because of the summer months. Once the summer months come, I'll start to get a little bit redder here, and I will have to color correct. But in the winter, fall, spring, I don't have to do that. But I've been using this concealer for about I would say about 6 months now, and this is my second one. I just got it, and let me tell you, I absolutely love this concealer. And typically when I was doing makeup as a makeup artist, I would wear so much makeup. I would do foundation, you know, layer after layer after layer. I was a layer girl, you hear me? But now that I am a mom of 3, and Japan, just to be honest, is super humid. It's so humid here. I don't have time for all that makeup. I just don't want it on. So I just do concealer and powder now, and you'll see how it comes together. But that's typically what I do, is just do this concealer, which is a full coverage concealer, and I love it, y'all. When I tell you I love it, I love it. Now, when it starts to warm up, I will use a primer, like a Makeup Forever primer, but this is Born This Way by Too Faced. I'll link everything down below in the description box. Listen, I still use a beauty blender. I know some people are not using beauty blenders anymore, but I still use a beauty blender. And I just take my beauty blender and just tap. It still works for me. I know a lot of people don't use a beauty blender, but it still works for me. So, all right, now, so anyways, let's hop back into some of the questions that, like I was telling you guys, that I got from Facebook about being a military wife and stay-at-home mom and all that. So let me just say, I never planned on being a military wife per se. I never went looking for a military man. That wasn't like my thing. I didn't even know what that was like, that life was like. So I was like really far removed from the military lifestyle. So when my husband and I met in LA, in Hollywood, at a diner called Kitchen 24. Some of you might have seen our story on Black Love a few years back. And yeah, we met and we connected instantly. And he was in the military and was stationed in San Diego and was about to go on deployment when we met. But he wanted to, you know, stay in touch with you, girl. So I was like, okay, you know, we can stay in touch and stuff. And so fast forward, you know, he came back. We became really good friends. We got to know each other. Started kind of going out on dates and seeing each other, seeing more of each other. And then he proposed to me. And then once he proposed to me, we found out we were pregnant. And then we got married and moved to Japan. And like everything happened so fast. It was 2013. And everything just happened so fast. I'm going to set my under eyes with the Makeup Forever loose powder. I don't know what color this is, you guys. I've had this for so long, I don't even know what color it is. And at this point, let me just be honest, I'm in Japan. So with being here in Japan, I am just really, really limited on products. And I just need to re-up on my stuff. Like, I need to order more stuff, but it takes time to get things. And I have been real slack with ordering my makeup. So I just really have been using, like, I used to be a makeup artist. I used to be, for those of you that don't know, I used to be a celebrity makeup artist, and I had a lot of makeup when I came here. I gave a lot of makeup away, but I had a lot of makeup when I came here. So I just kind of really been using the makeup that I had in my kit. Some of it was brand new. So I just been using kind of like what I have. Thank God I still had so much makeup left. And it has carried me for 2.5 years. I haven't had to buy any makeup, really. So as you can see, I'm just setting everywhere where I put the concealer. But anyway, so once I got married, you know, I was introduced to the military life, and I really didn't know what that was like. Again, I was so far removed from like military life because I was a makeup artist living in LA. So I didn't know what being in the military was all about, or being a military wife, or being a wife in general. You know, I wasn't really, I guess you would say, looking to get married at that time. But it just happened. So I'm using this mineralized skin finish by MAC Cosmetics. It is dark deepest. As you can see, I'm using it in the areas where I didn't use the concealer. So just using this powder to really like bind everything. This is the only layer, like the concealer and the powder is the only layer of makeup that I use now. I used to use foundation, but I just feel like, I don't know, I don't need all of that now. This works for me. It works. This works for me. It works. R.I.P. Whitney Houston. Love her. I was looking at that meme just yesterday. But anyways, so yeah, I didn't know what to expect. So once I got here to Japan, the first time Japan was our first duty station when we got married, I really didn't know what to expect. You know, I had never been to a military base before in my life, so it was really, really new to me. And we had our first daughter here. That was 10 years ago. I cannot even believe that. And I knew immediately, I was like, okay, this brush is a Morphe brush that I got a while back. But I'm just gonna, let me move my brushes. But anyways, so yeah, and this is a Tarte Duo brush, has two ends on it. This one's like a dome. This is a fluffy brush. Look, I use my makeup brushes every day. I didn't have time to clean them, so they do have a little bit of makeup on them, but it's okay. You get the point. And I'm going to use the dome side to just snatch down the bridge of my nose a little bit, because I just like a little snatching. I don't want a lot. That's why I'm not using like concealer to snatch my nose. I'm not layering my contour at all with foundation or any type of cream. Now the thing is, if you want your makeup to last for like all day and night, layer it. But for me, I'm just going to go out with my family, so I don't really need it to last that long. I just need it to look good for the day. Come home, I'm going to wash it off, and that'll be that. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to snatch the nose, and I'm going into my eyebrow crease to pull everything together. That's the thing with makeup. You have to make sure that everything is running together, girl. That's the main thing. I think a lot of times people skip that part. But anyway, so I didn't know what being a military wife was going to entail for me. But you know, I hopped right in because I love my husband, and you know, I was ready to live my life with him. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio palette in Peachy Love, one of my favorites. This one broke, but yeah, that was the lightest one, Miami. But the ginger and the peach I use all the time. I just mix them. I want to find a good cream blush. I see a lot of people using cream blush, and I just want to find a good cream blush. But I just put my blush up here, and I put my blush up here. I just started putting it a little higher after I had my baby, to kind of bring my face up. I want to snatch the face, so I just brought it a little bit higher. And then I take a little bit, I go like this, and then I put a little bit on my eyes as well. No particular like placement, I just tap it on there because we'll blend it out later. But this is just to kind of get like a base color so that everything is blended. That's the thing. Everything has to be cohesive when you do your makeup. You just can't have eyeshadow sprattled everywhere. So I'm going to use a eyeshadow brush for a little bit underneath the eyes as well. Just kind of tie it in just a little bit more. I started doing the under eyes with the blush technique, I don't know, a few years back. But anyways, it works. I'm using a small dome brush to blend everything out. But once I started getting myself acclimated into the military lifestyle here, I was fine. You know, I was fine. But I think over the years, it has gotten a little easier. But let me just say, moving back to Japan threw me for a loop. And here's why. I figured I'm using the Hourglass Ambient highlighter, which love. Okay, let me just say I love. And I'm putting it on with a fluffy brush. I usually put it on with a fan brush. You can do that too, and I'll show you. Either one. But coming back to Japan this time really threw me for a loop, you guys. I thought, oh, I've been to Japan before. You know, this is going to be an easy transition for me. Nope. I got thrown for a loop. I had to realize, okay, now Brittany, you're coming back with 2 kids. You left with 1, but now you're coming back with 2 kids. And that was the difference. And we decided to not live on the base this time, so we had to find a house in Japan, which they do have housing agents that help you find a house. But we came at the tail end of like lockdown and COVID and stuff, so they were still quarantining us and doing all that stuff, and it was just really hard. We had to wait. I think it was like 14 days before we could, after we got here, before we could even find a place. And my husband left and went on a underway, and I had to do everything myself. It was so hard, you guys. Let me tell you, I was about to have a panic attack, but I had a girlfriend out here that saved me. She was like, you can stay at my place for a little while, you know, that way you don't have to be at the hotel with the kids. I can help you with the kids. The kids can be there with my kids. Like, you don't have to be by yourself. You're not alone. And that helped me out so much. I'm going to use a concealer with a flat brush. Alright, I just put this on my eyelid, and I typically just do it like right here. But anyways, this is Laying Low Paint Pot by MAC Cosmetics. I used to work for MAC, you guys, so I do still love a lot of MAC products because I pretty much learned how to do makeup using MAC products. So I do still use a lot of their stuff. And again, I had such a good relationship with them after I left. They were so generous enough to give me like product for the shows that I worked on. So I still have so much makeup. But anyways, my girlfriend that I had met when we were out here the first time, she was still out here. She had came back. So she was here and she helped me out a ton. And that's the thing about, the good thing about the military community is you can build a community if you want to. The military is one of those, it has its own like installation of like hospital. It has its own like hospital, law enforcement, if you will. Everything is like operated right here in the military. Like right on base. I don't have to go anywhere. We have our own grocery store, library, schools, doctors, like everything. So that I do like. But she was already here and she helped me out so much. So I'm going to use the Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm going to use the color Cypress Umber, the darkest one, to go in my crease just a little bit. But yeah, she helped me out so much. I'm using a 224 MAC fluffy brush just to kind of carve out my crease just a little bit. Mind you, I'm going out for the day, so I don't want to be too smoked out. But I'm just doing it for definition. But, you know, going back to having a community here in the military, that is what I do love about the military. If you want to build a community, you can find a community of people that will help you out. And that is what I do appreciate. I haven't, since she left, I haven't built a real connection and bond with one girl I have. One woman I have. But as far as a community of women that I trust, not a huge community right now. And I'm using the Primavera on my eyelid. So I just been kind of winging it on my own since she left. She left about a year and a half ago. So right when baby Tony was born, she left. So I just been kind of winging it, you know. Like I said, I do have one girlfriend that I have became really close with, and this is a MAC. I think this is 216. I can't remember, but I think it's 216 is the number. But any eyeshadow brush will do. And I'm just laying that on there. But anyways, yeah, she and I have become close. But I've just, again, like, I have been really focusing on my relationship with God since I've been here, and my family. I really haven't ventured out into like a community like I did the last time I was here. But I think I needed that the last time I was here. I really needed that because I was entering a new world. I kind of needed somebody to show me the ropes. And that's what they did. That's what they did. They were here. And I did makeup the last time I was here. This time I'm not doing makeup. Again, I'm just focusing on my family, and I retired from doing makeup. So I'm just a stay-at-home mom for now until the Lord says different. You know, the Lord might tell me to do something different, and if he does, I will. I do. This is Hustle by Urban Decay. Hustle by Urban Decay liner that I'm going to use. I like it because it's like a dark brown, but it kind of has like a metallic finish to it. So I really like that. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and use my black liner so that I can pull my eyeshadow together. Where is it? I found this black liner at the next is the Maybelline Master Precise Love. It's a pen, and I really love working with pens because you can get a good wing. And I still do wings. Not dramatic, but I still like that look. And you know, you have to go with what you like. The thing about makeup, let me just say this. Let me pause for the cause to say this. The thing about makeup is a one size fits all. Shout out to Patrick Starr, who is a good friend of mine. It's really whatever you want to do. It's for everybody. It's for everything. You know, so if you want to do your makeup one way, do it. If you want to wing girl, wing her out. So, alright, so this mascara is by Belle Beauty. I got this mascara when I was working at the Steve Harvey show. I forgot the name of the lady. They sell it on QVC. But let me tell you guys, I really probably shouldn't be telling you guys this, and don't look. I have had the same mascara since 2018, y'all. But let me say, it was new when I started using it. I probably have been using it for about the past 2 years. there's still product in this container. I got the product when in 2018, but I opened a new pack of it. Had so many of them. She had gave us like so many mascaras when she was there, but I had so many of them. When I got here, I opened a new one. I am telling you, I have not bought another mascara in 2.5 years. Now, I'm not saying you should do that because it's probably not the most hygienic thing to do, but that's the real. It is the real, and I have to give you the real. All right, so now I'm going to lighten the brows. I just bought this brow tint. Before we lighten the brows, I'm going to groom my brows. I just bought this Maybelline New York pencil here out in town. It is the ultimate fluffy brow, so I do go ahead and do baby hair strokes first before I lighten the brow. Now, I'm gonna attempt to talk to you why I do my brows, but if it gets too tough, we'll just have to come back. We have to pause for the cause. Maybe I can do one and then we pause for the cause. I use this one by MAC Cosmetics. It's called Boy Girl or Girl Boy. Love it. Love it. Been using it for years. Before I was blonde, I used to wear my hair like really short back in the day, but I did used to put like blonde streaks in it. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Let me tell y'all something. I don't care what nobody say. MAC knows how to make a product. I know they are not like what they used to be in terms of popularity, but they still are a classic brand, and their products are still, listen. I use the Prep and Prime pen by MAC Cosmetics in the color Dark Deep to like clean up my brow, and I use the tip of that. Instead of using concealer under my brow, I like to use this highlighter. It's a highlighting pen. It gives such a beautiful finish under the brow and not that thick, cakey look under the brow. And I like to pull my eyebrows out opposed to down. You can use your finger to blend it out. You can use a fluffy brush to blend it out. Not a fluffy brush. What am I talking about? Sorry, y'all. You can use a flat angle brush, which is what I use a lot of the times to like just tap in that area to blend everything out. And I take a fluffy brush just to blend everything out that we had done already. You can use a fluffy brush from a new one with nothing on it, or you can put product on it, whatever you want to do. But I usually use a lot of times when I'm blending, I use brushes with no product. That way I'm not adding product. I only add product when I need to. So this is that brow. I'm going to do the other brow and I'll be right back. Okay, so we got the brows together. My brows are done. I went ahead and I'm going to use these Demi Wispies by Ardell. And I went ahead and prepped my lashes. I went ahead and prepped them while I finish up the finishing touches of my makeup. I typically go back with the Beauty Blender to just snatch the sides of my nose a little bit. There. Okay, I really like to use the Duo Fiber glue, the Duo glue for my lashes. That's just my favorite. I'm trying to look for my little handy dandy. I use like a little applicator to put my lashes on with. Okay, so I use like this was given to me by Cleachy Beauty. Again, I'll put it down in the description. I like to put a little bit of Duo glue. I use the black because I like the black on the lash. blow on it a little bit to kind of get the glue a little bit tacky. And then I usually just put the middle on first and then hold the ends with my finger and the applicator. Take the end of the applicator and press the lash down into your real lash so everything looks natural. And you don't want the lash bed sitting on your lid. You want it to be meeting your lashes, like where your lashes come out of your eye. You can pinch it down to where it looks like it's coming out of your eye. Now, I forgot the brand. I want to say Ardell sells like these little, well, they don't sell them, but they're like little disposable applicators that come with their eyelashes. It has a pink tube. I particularly love that one a lot because the little pink tube, the little pink end, not a pink tube, it comes with a pink end. The little pink end is made, it's like a rubber end, and it's made to not be sticky, so that you can press the glue into the lash. Love that. Whoever thought of that, genius. But that's my favorite one. But I've been using this one for quite a while. I used to use this one a lot with my clients. Of course, sanitizing everything. So yeah, I just usually pinch it together so that it blends with my real lash. Alright, so once we have that, I go ahead and put the bottom mascara on. But anyways, long story short, becoming a military wife and a stay-at-home mom has been quite the journey. I really have gotten to know myself more this time around since being in Japan. And like I said, it has been more of a challenge for me. But I'm good with where God has me. I truly am. I'm good with where He has me. I know that my kids are only going to be small for so long, so I really want to make sure that they have the best childhood that me and my husband can provide for them. And me being a stay-at-home mom is a part of that. For me, I felt like that was part of it. So alright, so now that we have that, we're going to go ahead and do the lips. I used some raw sugar moisturizer before we started. I'm going to use MAC Cosmetics Chestnut Liner to line my lips. I really have been loving this makeup lip combo. It gives very 90s. So it's the dark brown liner. And then I use Angel Lipstick by MAC. Apply that to the center. Mix it in a little bit. And then I use the Butter Gloss by NYX Cosmetics. I love this gloss. And I mix that in. Alright, so it's now time to set the makeup. I've been using the Stay All Night by e.l.f. Cosmetics. We'll leave it like this for now, but I go back and forth, play with it a little bit. But yeah, this is pretty much how it looks, and I just spray this on. I love this. So good. Alright, beautiful. So this is the final look. I hope that you like it. So this makeup look is, it could be a lot for some, but this is typically what I do. This is my go-to look. I don't switch it up because I know what colors I'm going to use. I know what colors are going to look good for the outfits that I'm wearing. So I feel good about it. Typically, it takes me about 15-ish minutes to do this look when I am just rolling through it. But this is what I do if I know my family and I are going to go out. We're going to take photos with the kids, maybe put some things on social media, maybe take a selfie or two. This is the look that I do. So, if you are interested in more makeup looks, tutorials, or anything like that, leave me a comment down in the comment section so I will know what you want to see more from me. Right now, like I said, this channel is definitely more geared toward lifestyle, motherhood, a little bit of beauty, a little bit of business, faith, content. So if you want to see more of something, let me know what you want to see down in the comment section below, and I'll make sure to deliver on that. Until next time, make sure you like, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, put your notification bell on so you don't miss another upload, and I'll see you next time, beautiful. Bye.